What is going on, everybody? This is your boy Apxche, and as you know, this is a new series, episode 1 of 9 to 5 to Marvel Rivals Pro, right? And basically, in this series, I'm going to be showing you my rank grind, my progress in scrims, things like that, as well as I'm going to kind of give you just a look into the way that I'll be training, just so I can document like my progress and things like that, right? So, I actually have a playlist right here. This is one that I threw together a long time ago, and my philosophy behind playlists like this is, yeah, I could follow other playlists and things like that, but I think I already have like a decent foundation. So what I like to do is I like to work on scenarios that I can really translate to the game, right? So I'm really big on precision. I'm really big on moving targets, right? So yeah, let's just hop into this. Let y'all get a little view into my aim training, and then we'll get into a rank game and try to frag out, right? So without further ado, let's go. All right, so the first mode is going to be one wall, 6 targets, I believe. Small. Sensitivity feels a little slow compared to what it normally is. But, hey man. So when you do things like this, you really want to make sure that when you miss, you're not going back to the target you miss, right? Because in the game, most of the time, right, your target's going to be moving. So if you miss, move on to the next, right? And then your target usually won't be really erratic. So you don't want to do like really erratic movements. So you kind of want to move in like specific direction. Not only would this help with your scores, but it'll also translate better into game. Just due to the fact that, yes, your enemy will move unpredictable, but it usually won't be erratic, right? There will be some kind of like method to the madness, you know? Yeah. Highest score is 1K. At 800 right now. We got some work to do. A good indicator of my progress is just looking at my boy Bitey up here, man. 1500. If I can catch up to this guy, man, I'm sad. So that's the goal. The goal is to get up here. We got to definitely get into my friends list, second place, because fourth place is not going to be good enough. I won't be surprised by at the end of this session, I'll set 1 PB if I get close. In a little while, you know, sometimes you just need a little break when you come back and you do good. I do feel slower though, so actually might not be the case. Hey, look, 902. I improved by almost 100. Maybe I won't get a PB, but maybe I'll get a little closer. Hmm, 940. Felt a little bit better, but I think felt that I was struggling a little bit. Now, I definitely feel like my sense is a little too slow for what it should be, right? Oh, it's not. Let's do like 2. Might throw me off, but I feel like it might help me as well. I think. Oh, it's a new scenario. I didn't even peep. Oh, we're still gonna be on small. Apparently, we have moved on. Some little info on me. When I played Paladins, I was actually a tank player. Did a lot of DPS in Marvel so far, but still kind of like trying to figure out what role I'm gonna settle into. So hey man, if I'm a tank player, just know you gotta deal with a tank who aims like this. Ooh, that was close. The speed's still there. The precision needs some work, man. Really funny too. So when I go down this list, right? So if I go through the players, just real quick, just to do it. But like Bitey, he's a flex player. You put that guy on anything, he's gonna crush it. But he actually played a lot more of like tank and support. Great DPS player though. Guap, DPS. Me, primarily a tank player back in the day. DPS. I would say tank DPS. DPS. Tank. DPS. I believe DPS. Flex. Support. Tank support. DPS. Surprised Toe was actually that low, but I feel like Toe doesn't even try. DPS. Tank. And some DPS support. And I can't remember who this person is. But yeah, man. It's a really mixture, but usually the higher people are like either flex or just pure DPS players. This one's gonna be bad, I can feel it. My aim was a little erratic. At least my target selection. I can tell I haven't done this in a while because my forearms being tired. Woo! You can feel the tenseness. Last one. Gotta relax. Just gotta make sure we hitting the target. We got this. Come on. Want to be relaxed. Want to make sure we're going, but we don't want to go so slow that. Oh, it's not looking good for us, chat. Not looking good. Oh, definitely not looking good after that one. Oh. Song's kind of heat, isn't it? Oh. Oh, ooh, my arm was getting tight. And forearm muscles, man. I'm getting old. What's next on the list? Oh, Tau Frenzy Mini. Yeah, I actually don't like this one at all. This one's gonna really focus on that fine movement. Still speed. But you gotta be... I like this because it forces me to work on my smaller movements. But if you go even smaller, it's even better, probably. Just because it forces you to take your time a little bit more, but also really fine-tune your adjustments. Because at one point, especially when I played Valorant, I used to really struggle with those small adjustments. Yeah. Speed never goes away, it's just the accuracy. Ooh. Come on, man, I'm missing too much. Come on. Come on, let's go, let's go. Oh! That's close. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it, chat. Feel it. Gotta focus. Bad start, but it's okay. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Let's go. I feel the power coursing through my veins. I may miss. I may stumble. But I will not surrender. Go, 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 go. Come on. No. No, I'm trolling. Oh no. Ah. I started off so well. Hey man. Gotta stay humble, right? Now this is Pasu, right? Pasu? Oh, yes. This one's actually one of my favorites. Just because also it's very challenging. You have to just... moving targets. This is really good. I don't really know if there's any characters in Marvel that really would take too much from this other than like trying to hit flyers. But I also feel like as a support player will actually help you like when you play things like Luna. It'll help you just get better at hitting your teammates. Even though you have that increased hitbox for your teammates, pretty sure. Still, you know what I'm saying? If you're a support player and you use kovaaks, I would highly recommend a Pasu scenario. Just for that reason. Because you still need to have good aim as a support. Definitely need to take a break in between some of these scenarios, especially how hard I'm pushing. Just for the fact that I can feel like that fatigue in my forearm. If anybody here has gone to the gym, you know that usually after like a hard set, you'll take a minute or, you know, two, maybe even longer, depending on how hard it was. Just give your body some time to recover. And it's the same thing with this. It's just like going to the gym. You know, you gotta have that same philosophy. And this is day one, so I'm kind of just rushing through it. But if we want to get really better, you gotta make sure that we're being intentional. You know, you can't just be doing things willy-nilly. So we're definitely gonna take a little break here. Y'all won't see the break. Y'all are gonna fast forward to the next one, but I'm gonna give my arm some time to kind of recoup, massage it a little bit, you know, so we can really push ourselves still without it being like a wasted push. All right, we took a little rest. Let's hop into the next one. We got one more round, and then we go on to the next scenario. Will we do better? I don't know. Gotta really focus on the target. So this trains, you know, your ability to track and click on the target at the right time. But it also trains your target acquisition, right? So like after, like once I'm about to click, my eyes are already looking for the next one to go to. So I have an idea of where I want to go before I go there. And that'll help when, you know, especially if you're a DPS player. If you like, you know, like, okay, I need to hit one more shot on this guy. What am I shooting after I get this guy, right? Even though you're not like focusing on it, you're like, your mind should be thinking about these things already. You know, you can't be thinking like solely on the moment or in the past. You know, you gotta be thinking ahead. You gotta be ahead of your opponents mentally. You know, and some people might think like, oh, won't that make me miss more shots? Maybe in the beginning, yes, but After once you get to a point where your mechanics are very second nature, you start to think about them less and less, and start thinking about the game more and more. And that's kind of like where the upper players, like the high level players, they differ from the other higher players, because at the end of the day, the mechanical level is so close to the top range. There will be outliers, but at that highest playing field, for the most part, it's not about who's mechanically better, but who makes better decisions and who's able to think more proactively. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta always be looking to make the best play, and be the most active player. So like my peripheral vision's pretty good, so like I'm trying to focus on these dots, but at the corner of my eye I'm always looking at the bar, which is really bad because that means I'm not really focusing enough on my targets, which hurts my aim. I just really can't help it. I think all the years, and now I know it's not like light green, so I'm not. Oh, I don't think all the years of playing tank have kind of like ingrained that into me. Whereas I'm looking at my target, but I'm also trying to be aware of what's around my target. You know. As a tank, obviously you got to shoot what your team's shooting, but sometimes, there's going to be moments where you need to quickly switch to someone else, finish a frag because your DPS got low, or something like that, or just be aware of something slipping through the cracks so your, backline doesn't just get flanked for free. That's, that's so ingrained in me that I feel like, it's a really hard habit to break. Not saying that I can't change. It's just a habit that's very ingrained. I'm very aware, but not so much at the same time. Hey, not bad. For my first day back, almost hitting PBs is pretty good. I haven't done aim training in a very long time, so even though I'm not getting PBs, like I'm still really proud of myself today. Now, arguably, the most important thing for me, but the thing I struggle with the most is tracking. And we got 3 tracking scenarios coming up, so sorry if it hurts your eyes having to watch me do this, but hey man, you gotta get better, right? So I always start with like apparently this is short strafes? Oh, it's fast strafes. I usually start with the harder scenarios just so I can kind of give myself a chance to just warm me up. And then the slower ones, I'm able to like crush the slower ones. But I honestly think I might be tripping. It might just be fast, the thin, and then it might go to like short strafes. That's kind of what I struggle with the most, being able to track things. Which, I mean, if I'm being fair, like a lot of tanks in Marvel are melee tanks. Emma's beam is pretty forgiving, and most characters, I would say, probably don't even move this fast. This is more like an Overwatch kind of speed. I say so myself. Like, yeah, things can move fast. They have the potential to move fast, right? But it's like relative speed. So it's like things that move fast, they move really, really fast, and then they move really, really slow. Compared to like Overwatch, where like movement's like high most of the time. I think the thing too about this scenario is that my issues, I like to overcorrect a lot. So I like to try to just be right on top of it, whereas sometimes you got to really think about like where is the target going to move to, and kind of like put your cross in that position. So I know the target wants to go to the right, so I don't want to overcorrect too much to the left because of where it's positioned, right? I can cause some consistencies because like raw aim would obviously be just staring the target down. That's another aspect of aim too. Like there's raw aim, like which we're practicing now. And then there's also like brain aim, which is like being aware of where your opponent is, where they have to go, or where you think they have to go, what's their health currently at, right? Because all those things influence how they will move, how they will play, right? You know, things aren't so black and white, right? Like, you know, some people, if you're missing shots, obviously they're going to stay out of cover longer because they realize that you're not that much of a threat, so where they have to play as strict, right? So yeah, there's a lot of things that kind of go into consideration. Ooh. You know, don't you love when like a good song that, you know, comes on when you're in training? Might mess up my a little bit, but maybe it'll put me into the flow. We'll see. That seems to be the case right now, but yeah, I'm enjoying it though. Music to my ears, literally. This being episode 1 or no, I actually have a weird idea, right? So, I don't know why it took me this long to think about it, but my schedule is really bad for like any competitive. In the past, I actually used to play on a European team. What I was thinking to myself was like, why don't I just try to give that a shot, right? I might actually look towards finding a European team that might try me out, see if I can, you know, hang with them. And if it fits my schedule better, you know, hey man, why not, right? Would suck to leave my current homies, but at the same time, like, I have goals, they have goals, and by me staying on their roster and not being able to allow them to scrim more, actually, you know, actively hurts them, right? So I always love them, but I can find a team that will be better suited for me in the terms of scrim capabilities, and scrimming more. Better for everybody, you know. Not bad. Oh, it's so good, man. Wish the first target would just spawn in front of me, man. That would be a blessing. But me having to like find it. And again, target acquisition, man. With scenarios like this, I don't really feel too pressed about scores. Eventually, I'll get a better one because of just my aim getting better. But like, since you have to like find the target, sometimes that time, because they can just spawn directly behind you, the time it takes you to find it will kind of like hurt your score, right? Because like, oh, we'll have to go find it first. Which it does, like, you'll hear it, right? You know, so if you know where to look. But some, you know, with people with faster sense will find it faster. I guess their score might be a little bit better. But then again, if you just burn the target fast enough, you know, maybe somebody who has, you know, similar aim to me but just has a faster sense might have a better score. So it's really relative. There's like this, you can't really quantify with score too much because of that. It's just like one piece of RNG. Good song too. Almost. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Now, long strafe. Ooh. Might have this one as last second, because this is one I really enjoy. My tracking's always been my weak point, though, so I need that to save it for last. This is also just a really good warm up for your eyes. So like doing this like before you game is probably also super good. It just kind of like gets blood flowing into your eyes. A lot of people like to do like eye warm ups, but I think just tracking in general is probably just really good for you as well. Oof. Big gap. Uno mas. Alright, chat. I have a feeling this next song's gonna be... Alright, we're gonna use this next song to beat the score. Last time we jinxed ourselves with the mini, but we got it, right? We got it. We got this. Relax theme. Just be relaxed. No need to try to force anything. Just aim. And we got a new PB today. That's awesome. Let's go. And that's going to wrap it up for the aim training portion of this video. 30 minutes. We're going to have to find a way to kind of speed that up. But hey, man, it might be a long video. Who cares? Y'all are here for the ride, right? For the journey. And this might be just a portion y'all listen to when y'all are walking around, right? So, hey. But now we get into some rank games before I gotta go to bed because I do have work later today. So let's go. Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
That's totally my fault. What's on point?
Where's that squirrel?
Bottom left. Doing squirrel things.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
If she would have lived, I would have cried. Hello, low.
Uh-oh.
What? Fucking squirrels grabbing me out the air. Here, strange ult soon. Girl. On cart.
Train. Don't die.
Yeah, just chill the choke or push the cart right now. Yeah.
You walled off.
Just poke out Emma. They only have one tank.
Good job.
Extermination.
2-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
I would like to. Really nice if you could switch shoulders. That'd be a really cool feature in this game.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission.
Iron Man, Luna, Mag, Ultron.
Okay, one. Focus, Max, focus.
Iron Man low. Negative.
Nice.
Oh no.
Looks like they mean business.
I'm low left side.
I have ult in a sec.
Got him on me. Shit. Oh my god, Rocket, I love you.
Yeah.
One
I
shot,
tried
top
three
right.
times. Oh, I can't do it fourth time. Sorry.
This Emma's always on
On
my
point,
ass.
on point.
Only 60 seconds left.
Nice.
I am ready to put on a show.
Ah.
This is what I'm saying, shielding me, that bitch!
Feeling fantastic. The final 10 seconds.
Nice.
Easy money.
Score 3,
GG guys.
0.
Oh, not back to GM though, unfortunate. We are gonna end the ranked run on a win. Because that was rough.